Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe my channel and press the notification button so that you get notification about my next lecture. Today we are going to discuss standard deviation. Standard deviation as a measure of dispersion. That means we get this measure from dispersion, usually denoted by sigma. The sign of standard deviation is sigma is defined as the positive square root. That means we take always positive square root of the arithmetic mean. That means this deviation from the arithmetic mean of the squares of the deviation of the given observation from their arithmetic mean. That means we take it from mean and we find square root, positive square root, then we get our standard deviation. So next, if x1, x2, x3 up to so on, xn are n observations, then standard deviation is given by sigma, that is equals to square root 1 by n summation x minus x bar square. That means first of all we find mean, then we find x minus x mean square, and then we find summation divide by n. Taking square root we get our standard deviation, where mean, that is equals to summation x by n, that means sum of observation divided by total number of observation. In case of frequency distribution, the standard deviation is sigma, that is equals to 1 by n, and we know that here capital N means sum of frequencies. So 1 by n summation f x minus x bar square. First of all, same we find x minus x bar square, then we multiply it by f and divide by n. By taking square root we get our standard deviation. If we take all values from arbitrary number a, so sometimes we take it as from the arbitrary number a, then sigma same 1 by n summation x minus a square. The difference between these two formula, here we take from arbitrary number, here we take from mean. So next, different formulas for finding standard deviation. Here we can choose any formula to find standard deviation. First is direct method, sigma, that means 1 by n summation x minus x bar square. If summation frequency is given, then we take it as a 1 by capital N, that means capital N is summation f x minus x bar square. If we can choose any formula to find standard deviation, so shortcut method, sometimes it is given in statement, you apply shortcut, step deviation or direct method. Shortcut method, summation, that is equals to summation f x square by n minus summation fx by n the whole square. And similarly step deviation, that is sigma h square summation f d square by n minus summation f d by n the whole square. We get same answer from these formulas. So anyway, you use direct, sometimes you use the shortcut, sometimes you use the step deviation. So next we check how to apply this formulas. So if x is given 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So first of all we find x minus x mean. So we need mean. Mean, that means summation x by n. and sum of x is 30. So 30 by, and number of observation is 5. So we get is 6. So now we find 2 minus mean, that means 6, minus 4, 4 minus 6 minus 2, 0, 8 minus 6 that means 2, 10 minus 6 that means 4. Next we find x minus x mean square. So we squaring 4, we get 16, 2 square 4, 0, 4, 16. So we find here summation x minus x bar square, that is equals to 30. So we apply formula to find standard deviation. Sigma, that is equals to 1 by n, that means 1 by 5 into x minus x bar square, that means that value is here 40. So 40. So we get square root of 8, that means standard deviation is 2.828. So in this way we can find standard deviation by applying direct method. Next is if frequency is also given. Here frequency is given 10, 8, 8, 10, 4. So first of all we find summation f, that is 40. Next we find fx. So we multiply x by f. We get 2 into 10, 20. Next is 32. Next is 48. Next is 80. Next is 40. So this value is 220. So first of all we find mean. And we know that mean is summation fx by summation f. That means it is 220 by 40, that is equals to 5.5. So next we find x minus x mean. That means here we find 2 minus mean is 5.5. So we subtract minus 3.5. Next is 4 minus 5.5. That means minus 1.5. Next is 0.5. Next is 2.5. Next is 4.5. Next we find x minus x bar square. So we here squaring 12.25, 2.25, 0.25, 6.25, 20.5. Next we find f into x minus x bar square. So here we multiply this value into given frequency. We get 122.5, 18.0, 62.0, 62.5, 81.0. So next we find summation of these numbers, that is 286. Next we apply formula sigma, that is equals to 1 by capital N. Capital N means capital N, that is summation f. So that means here summation f is 40 into summation f x minus x bar square, that is 286. So if by solving this we get the answer 7.15. So this is 2.674. So this is the standard deviation. Hope you all understand standard deviation. If you have any doubt, please write in comment section. Thank you, sir.